This is what we are doing right now. What we're doing right now is called stalling, because we're trying to locate the car. So it's like you waiting for a cross to come in, but it's never coming. It's like that.
That was my time under Moyes at Everton.
Really?
Was that the system or the players? You don't have to name the players.
No, it was the system.
Yeah.
So you,
because there'd be games where I don't look at the goalkeeper like this.
Yeah.
Because I'm constantly
The whole
like that.
game, yeah.
Constantly like that, moving, running channel.
Getting battered from behind.
Getting smashed from behind, getting the ball, laying it off, crosses are coming in, they're heading in.
And then one of your teammates gives you one down the line up here, and you've got a big centre back just coming over the top of you.
Get out of it! Get out of it!
Put it on your throat.
Oh. Was it easy to play under David Moyes? I mean, apart from...
It was easy early on, and then when he changed the system, because we're talking to Robbie about when Tim came in and Tim started to play regular, in order to get the best out of Tim, he needed somebody to hold it. So once you hold it, then Tim could, and you lay it, then Tim's timing is to get in the box.
Yeah.
So you found myself, Marcus Bent, James Beattie. James Beattie's career went, because he couldn't.
Under David Moyes?
Yeah, because he couldn't.
Wow.
He couldn't. He weren't the main man.
Yeah. It's too far away by the time the ball got up there. Yeah.
Well, there's times where he's there laying it off, and the cross is going in, he's heading it in, and James Beattie's. You celebrate and all that, but as a striker, I want to look at the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
I want to finish.
And James Beattie was decent.
He was a decent player, James Beattie. Yeah, decent player. Brought him in, 7-something million at the time, was good man. Nothing.
Who was it? I'm trying to think who Tim played with up there for most of the time. Ferguson was still there?
Marcus Bent.
Bent, was it?
Marcus Bent played. It was Marcus Bent and James Beattie.
Yeah.
And then Yakubu came in.
Yeah.
And that's when they changed it a little bit, because they had Leighton Baines and what's the lad? South African lad.
Pina.
Pina.
Yeah.
So they started to have combinations on the side.
Yeah.
And with the combinations, Leighton Baines, they can work it up there. So as a striker, when they're working together, I could get in the box.
Yeah.
I get in between, and they'll play short passes and then get in between, and balls are getting slid across. So the goal's there. So I've got Rob now, because if the ball's going in there, Rob don't want to score an own goal, so he's leaving it, and I'm sliding to just get a touch. Bingo. But that's how the transition worked.
Was it easy to approach David Moyes when you had a problem or an issue?
Yeah, I was captain, so.
But was he receptive to whatever you had to say?
No.
Wow.
Constant battles with David Moyes. That's why I knew when they said to me that he was going to be manager at Manchester United.
Yeah. Well, the chauffeurs arrived, the limo.
Rush.
Oh my goodness.
That will not work in a month of Sundays.
I don't want to laugh. That, I mean, I'm laughing at the term, but not at the situation, because you know.
Oh, I'll get to go first.
Yeah,
no, I'm going first. Never mind.
Yeah. But you don't keep anybody from the old regime. I can only look at it as if it was me.
Yeah.
If I was going in at United, I would have kept as many as the old guard as possible.
For the first few years, at least, just
for even if I say the staff I want to bring can come in and mirror. Can come in. I want them to learn, watch. So it's not such a harsh transition, because whatever they're doing, it's working. They're winning league titles, and that weren't the greatest Manchester United team, but they won the league by buying a so-called hurt Van Persie, who ripped it to pieces. And then he came in, and Van Persie needs certain time off because of his knee and stuff like that, and he weren't getting it, and it's a constant, really.
Is it also maybe down to the fact that during your playing days or when he was a manager at Everton, it was a different time where players would listen, like you said, yes, fair enough. There were yes men, but generally you had respect for your manager because he was a manager as compared to...
Yeah, we had respect for it. Of course, you respect your manager, that's for sure. We do respect the manager. But I think what a manager needs to do as well, the best managers listen as well, because the players are actually the ones doing it. So you have to take into consideration, or you have to have a group who you can take advice from, because the managers don't know everything, especially how the players are or how you're feeling or whatever. You have to take some advice too. And it's funny when, if a manager asks the player what he thinks, and then the manager goes and does totally the opposite, what's the point the manager asking the player for?
I mean, final question on David Moyes.
No, do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I completely.
But next time he comes and says to you, "What do you think?" You're not going to tell him anything because you're like, "Well, you don't listen anyway."
You don't listen anyway. So, trust me, this isn't having a go at David Moyes. This is just David Moyes' style. He got successful doing it his way. Totally understand that. But when you get to that other level where these boys have been successful without me, then you have to kind of tailor what you do a little bit to try and work out, because you've never done it yet. They've been at a higher level than you. So you have to, okay, if I can keep things as comfortable for them as possible, and I could then come in and start tweaking then. Rennie Mullins' team, for instance, was the head coach under Ferguson. He went, Mike Phelan went, you know, a load of the backroom staff went, and David Moyes brought all his own guys in. Good guys in their own right, but none of his backroom staff had ever been at that level. What you don't know is what he's like as a manager. You see the way his teams play, and you have a difficult time against them, but you don't know what he's like as a manager. So now you're going to find out what he's actually like as a manager. The only way you're going to find out is by dealing with him on a day-to-day basis. Training changed. The mindset at the club changed, because the mindset at the club went from, this is what we're going to do against this opposition. That's what it was. Then it went to, well, they do this and they do that, and what we have to do is we have to combat that. Like, no, hold on, we're Manchester United. We're the best team. We're Manchester United. They've got to worry about what we do. So just that
small mindset,
just that change in mentality is on a negative as opposed to being a positive. And listen, a little bit of negativity can kill your dressing room, kill it.